Hi there boys and girls, Brucey here, and yes, it is new guitar day. I have got a new guitar, the first one in many years. Reason being, well, I'm not a massive guitar collector. I have the guitars that I love, and every single guitar that I own, I love, maybe bar one, but that's another story. But I don't collect guitars as such. I just get attracted to guitars, and when I find a guitar that I love, I just have to have it. And I've been in the market for a new guitar for some time, always looking for something that I couldn't really find. I personally love natural finish guitars. So here it is the Pro-Mod San Dimas Style 2, Telecaster-ish kind of style guitar in Okoume finish. I think that's how you pronounce the name of the wood. The other option was ash, but I like the colour of this guitar. I love the kind of the wood finish here. A new wood on me, but it sounds amazing, quite bright and open sounding. So why did I end up with this guitar? What was it? Well, as you may know if you've seen any of my other vids, I primarily was an Ibanez guitar player, still am. You can see a lot of Ibanezes behind me there, 5 in fact that I own. I love Ibanez guitars, don't get me wrong, but I've always had an inkling that I wanted a Charvel, because some of the early posters on my wall and the early players who I loved were Adrian Smith of Iron Maiden and Jakey Lee. Really into those players, and I used to have those pictures of Charvels in my wall, and I was like, oh, maybe one day I'd own one of those. But Vi and Satch came along and they were playing Ibanez, so I jumped on the Ibanez bandwagon and spent most of my life with Ibanez. You know, Charvel, I guess, kind of disappeared into the doldrums a little bit, but now they're back with, owned by Fender, so technically a Fender, I guess. And they didn't really appear on my radar. Guthrie Govan had his signature model with them, and that looked amazing, but I guess not particularly a guitar that I would be completely interested in. So for a couple of years now, I've been looking around, and I was thinking about getting a Fender Strat, a high-end Fender Strat, something along those lines, something that I could love and cherish in my older years. But then this popped up on the radar, and why this just grew, grabbed my attention. You may have seen some of my other videos and some of my other guitars, but I love natural finish guitars. Natural finish guitars are what I want. I love to feel the wood. I love to feel the wood resonating as you play. So that was me in for the first instance. That's what grabbed my attention, this beautiful wood, a maple neck. I love maple necks. Maple necks and black finish. Some of this is kind of finishing stuff which I actually like. It's actually the way it looks, and I think that sometimes can be a big part. Love the kind of styling of this Tele-ish kind of style, maybe a modern Tele style. Not the pointy stuff that I usually play, but it's got a certain class about it. And importantly for me is hardtail. Now most of my Ibanezes are, or all bar one, are with edge tremolo systems, and I've kind of grown out of tremolos. I love the sound of the guitar, the strings going through the body, and the way that it resonates. Now don't get me wrong, how much I love this guitar. If finances allow, that I might actually try and sell a guitar or two and get the Floyd Rose version. sounds great. So that was another selling of the points. Now, I've always wanted an HSS guitar. That was what I told myself my next guitar would be, an HSS Strat probably. And they're kind of not necessarily hard to find, but they don't necessarily come in the finishes, and finishes, as I said, is an important point to me. Maybe it's a little bit fickle and it's all about the guitar, but I never found a guitar that I loved with in that configuration. Now, the thing about this is it has a coil tap here, so you can actually take these Seymour Duncans, and we have, if I'm rightly, excuse me because this is brand new, I can't remember exactly, we have a, let's have a look on the website, what it is a Seymour 59, which I guess is a classic warm vintage style pickup in the neck, and which is, so got a JB in the bridge position, which is, I guess, a relatively high output warm pickup. Sounds great. So that is on the split position. Let's put it in. Let's go to the neck position. Sounds great. So yes, it was the fact that you could split these, so I could get a kind of Stratty Tele sound, and then switch that down. That was it. That was the selling points for me. So this isn't a full review of the guitar, that will be coming up, but all I can say is I am in love with this guitar. The other little feature I love is the way that the jack socket is. That's just truly, why don't most guitars do this? This is a great idea. Pointing the jack socket up and off the front panel. Lovely and light, nice finish, played beautifully as soon as I took it out of the packaging. It's a great guitar and I'm extremely happy. So watch this space for more on this guitar. It's going to feature a lot more in future. I've been Brucey and I will catch you later. Hi there boys and girls, Brucey here. Just wanted to say a massive thank you for checking out my channel. Please do subscribe if you like what you see here. Please do fire away any questions you might have. More than happy to answer them. And if you are in the mood, please do check out my guitar creativity book, which has a whole wealth of information on ways that you can be creative and develop your technique and develop your playing in new and interesting ways. Catch you later.